He's keeping his minerals and gas down pretty well, but when we switch over to me, again, I'm staying pretty well below 200. I'm trying to stay in that area. I felt like that was the best way to do this. When I dropped my command center, I saw the gas and minerals line up perfectly right there, and I felt really confident at this point in the game. I've got to say that I felt, even without scouting him at this point, obviously, because I didn't want to send another SCV. I think that's generally always a bad idea. Even without that, I felt that my timing was so good that I was very comfortable. I started sending these tanks out early. And this was in mind of that early pressure idea that I think someone spoke about. I should have written the name down, but I didn't. By the way, thanks to that guy who had that comment about how he thought the analysis was entertaining because he got to see the way that I was making my decisions, not just see these bad decisions and assume that they made no sense. I really appreciated seeing that. I did post on that as well. And I'm actually going to get this replay up pretty soon. So hopefully we'll get some good comments from some of the people who were looking at the forum. But now I was getting a contain on him. I feel like I executed this really well. Here, we're going to see this is the problem I think that I had. I'm still keeping my minerals and gas under 200. I felt like this was great. Still on 2 factories. I think that's usual. I think this was a mistake. I was reading about Flash's 2 armory build versus Protoss, and the way that he does it is, from what I read, he drops his armory and then goes, I think he goes to Starport after getting an academy, and then goes into his science facility so that he can then get another one of these right about when his second upgrade is maybe halfway or even done. I'm not sure. I haven't studied his games close enough. This is where I think I made my big mistake. I completely forgot to send these 2 SCVs onto this gas. And we're going to see that later on my minerals just get higher and higher, my gas stays low. And I'm trying to get my units out while also building up, and I kept thinking, I need more factories, where's my gas? And I didn't even realize that I had forgotten to put the 2 SCVs on gas. So here, I'm still looking pretty good. I felt like that tank contain was pretty sexy. And he hasn't gone for a second engineering bay. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. Maybe somebody can comment on that. 2 engineering bays I thought just made sense, because I'm not going to be getting Goliaths right away. It didn't seem like I really needed them. He's getting a starport before his armories. It's probably... Well, actually, I think he had 1 armory. Yeah, he has 1. That's probably the better way to go, I think. But yeah, I thought 2 armory made sense, considering that I wasn't expecting super early dropships. Maybe that was a bad idea. But that's what I was thinking. He's going for another factory now. Still no factory for me. And if you look, I've got my minerals up to 1,000 and really low gas. At this point, I think I was getting scared. See, I just started to put my SCVs on gas now because I realized, oh, that's what happened. And we're going to see me send some SCVs to 2 points where I was planning to expand because I wanted to get these minerals down. I said, alright, maybe if I drop 2 command centers, I'll be alright. But we're going to see that I'm so rattled by the fact that I missed that refinery and disappointed with myself in such a good position that I don't get my Goliaths, and that's going to be a problem. And also, I don't get the command centers. I intend to, and just completely forget because I get all caught up in what's going on. I was really sieging him pretty well here. And I think I'm going to stop the replay pretty soon. Basically what ends up happening, these are probably a little late, or very late, I think it's not too interesting what ends up happening after this point, not just because I lose, but also because the reason I lose is, I just totally forgot to control these, drop the command centers. He ends up getting some drop ships out. We can see he's already doing that. He gets Goliaths. He ends up landing them all over my tanks, and I'm just destroyed. And if I had had my factories when I wanted them, I tried to compensate with these. That was probably a bad idea. If I had had my factories when I wanted them, I would have been getting Goliaths out by now, actually way earlier than now, so I could have backed up my tanks a little bit. but I wasn't able to with that low gas, and it turns into a problem. Still, I moved my SCVs up and then forgot to drop the command centers. So I think we see a recurring theme here with my gameplay. But anyway, I think everybody's pretty much seen enough to critique this, and any players on my level are probably going to be getting the most out of that beginning part where I think my timings were pretty good. So I'll be stopping this now, and hopefully we'll get some good responses to this. Thanks.